morning, guys! Welcome back to my channel. It's a cozy morning, sipping my hot ginger tea, and I just woke up this morning feeling so inspired and with like a burst of energy. So today I am going to be doing something very special, filming something really great for you guys. Let me put this down. Alright, so today, very excitingly, we are going to be reviewing the new Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. It's a nice ring to it, right? So as you can see, I have a complete bare face, and that's because I want to do a full live review for you guys. I want you guys to see every little category and aspect that I consider when I'm buying a palette. So we're going to be focusing on three major things. We're going to be focusing on the quality, the presentation, and the price. So we're going to be going throughout all of this amongst the video. We're going to break it down into little sections so you guys can see if this is a worthy enough palette that fits for you. So let's talk a little bit about this palette. I'm going to show you the full palette. I want you guys to see it. I want to know what you guys think also in the comments below at the end of this video, because I might have a certain opinion on this palette and you guys might feel differently, and I always like to hear feedback from you guys, so please don't forget to leave that down below. So this is the box that the palette comes in initially, and it's this beautiful purple kind of pink iridescent. In terms of packaging, and we're just looking at the outside at this very moment, I think it's a really beautiful approach. When you compare it to her last palette, I think that there was a lot more effort put into it, so I really love this. In the back, you do have a description, and it's really cool because not only is it in English but Arabic, and as you know, Huda is of Arabic descent. This is the palette. I need to be so sincere with you guys. After I saw the picture on this palette, I ordered myself a pair of contacts. Yeah, I ordered myself a pair of contacts because I'm like, I need to do a makeup look like this. Like, I need to do a makeup look like this. What's really cool is that you'll see that when you turn this palette, her eyeshadow, her crystals, they're all reflective. So I think that is so freaking beautiful. Of course, I've already opened this palette because I couldn't wait for this video to just like even look at it. But when you do open this palette, it comes with this beautiful kind of eyeshadow paper insert, and I think it's so beautiful. But let's see the shadows. So what's actually really nice about this palette is that Huda did include a mirror in this one, whereas in her last palette, she did not. All right, guys, here we have our beautiful Desert Dusk Huda Beauty palette. This palette comes with 18 shades. You have your combination of foils, shimmers, and mattes. I can't even explain the amount of love that's beaming out of my heart with this shade right here, Twilight. I think it's so beautiful. I'm bringing the palette up a little bit so you guys can see the beautiful pigmentation within these shadows. I want you to see how rich the colors are, and I'm just like, I can't even. When I originally looked at the palette, I had some concern in terms of wearability. I'm like, am I going to be able to wear these shades on a frequent occasion? Am I going to be able to do a lot of looks with it? I think looking at shades like Cosmo, Twilight, Turkish Delight, even like Retrograde, I said to myself, well, I don't think these are the most wearable, but they are beautiful toppers, and they're really beautiful now, especially going into the holidays. So that got me for sure. Not only that, a lot of the warm tones that are included in this palette are usual colors I would go for, so I knew for sure for a fact that this would be something that I'd go for. This palette for sure for me in terms of presentation is 100%. It gets like a 5 out of 5 hearts for me. It's just so beautiful, and I think this is a great traveling palette. Alright guys, so now we're going on to the second part of this video, and it is testing the quality of this palette. So I've brought you guys a little closer so you can see how I manage it. Let's see how the pigmentation is and just how easy in terms of blendability the palette is. So let's do it. So my eyebrows are all set, they're done. We're just gonna go ahead and prime our eyelids. I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape in light. You can easily do concealer, as I've mentioned in the past, or you can do an actual eyeshadow primer. I'm going to be starting off with this shade right here, Desert Sand. I'm going to take that on an e.l.f. brush. I'm going to tap off. Just running this all over the lid because this is what we're setting that base with. Bring it up to the brow bone. Bring it in all the way. I want to show you guys really quick in case you are a little bit pickier when it comes to fallout. You will see that unfortunately there is some of the product coming out. For me personally, that doesn't bother me. It's fine, but I just do want you guys to see. This is a full review. Next shade we are taking is this one right here. It's Eden. For some reason, it's picking up on the camera a little bit more like beigey, but it's not. It's like a melony kind of color. Okay, bring that in all the way. Okay. I mean, I would say in terms of pigmentation, this is good. Picking up some more. Gonna continue to build that up there. For me, this is definitely, I'm like living for it right now. I do have to blow off some of the excess. I'm just gonna keep building this up a little bit. I think in terms of blendability, this is working absolutely beautifully. I think it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then I'm gonna take some of this shade right here, Saffron. And I'm just taking it with the same brush I was using prior. I'm gonna just build that right underneath. Right underneath. Just a little bit closer. Okay. So you can see this color has a lot of pigmentation too. I can already see the red kind of burnt color peeking in really nicely. Really pretty. I'm liking this a lot. I'm gonna build it up more. Just working the color into the actual crease, creating like a half moon. Bring the eye down, and then I'm just going in circular motion. I want to make sure that I smoke it out a little. Okay, now the exciting part. We're gonna be taking the shade Twilight now, and this is what's considered a foil. This is what it looks like on the finger. It's literally like a galaxy exploded into a palette, so I'm obsessed. So I grabbed it with my ring finger, very light to touch, and just gonna apply this on the center. I only have to say that this shade is by far my favorite from this whole palette. I think it's so pretty. Wow. I'm gonna take some of the red shade that I originally had in the beginning, and I'm just gonna go over on top. There is a little bit of shimmer fallout, as you can see here, right underneath the under eye. You can see that a lot, but I'm willing to look past that for this shadow color, so it's entirely up to you. Then I'm gonna pick up some of this amethyst color. I'm gonna build that up a little bit on the outer corner. I feel like these shades are really easy to blend, to be honest. So in terms of blendability, I do like it a lot. It's easy for you to play with, and they're bold colors, so I like that. These shadows are also very easy to build up, which makes it nice, and it just goes back to what I said about blendability. I also do have to say I feel like it's hard to accomplish a really beautiful and blendable purple or violet shade, and I think this has been great. So this is kind of cool. I actually wasn't gonna put this on film because I'm not the best at doing my eyeliner, but I'm putting on eyeliner, and I'm not sure if you guys can see, but it actually converted the black eyeliner to like a midnight blue. So that kind of annoys me a little bit, because if you're just kind of wanting to do a black jet eyeliner, then this is just kind of messing up your whole look for you. So I don't know. Alright guys, so this is actually the final look. I went ahead and did my whole full face. I wanted you guys to see how it combined and just how beautiful it came out. Definitely have to say, in terms of quality, I give it a 4.9 out of 5. 4.9 hearts out of 5, just because I think that the pigmentation and color on this palette is just so beautiful. The only tiny minor setback that I felt with it is that there was a lot of fallout when I was doing my makeup, particularly with the glitters, but besides that, I think it's just an absolutely stunning palette. I will definitely recommend this palette 100%. It is a little bit pricey, which leads us to our next category. So the final segment of this review is price, and I'm just gonna go ahead and be extremely sincere and honest and say that This is a very expensive palette. Although I adore it, I think it's absolutely beautiful. The shades are unlike anything I've seen in a really long time in terms of combination within a palette. I've seen them like spread amongst different palettes, but like all in one, I definitely have to give it up for like Huda. But I do have to say that the $65 is extremely expensive for this palette. I can easily see this palette being anywhere between $45 to $50, but I think $65 is a little bit steep. But that's just my personal opinion. If you do have the opportunity or you have the extra $65 that you would want to consider buying a new palette with, I would definitely recommend this one because it's absolutely stunning. I love it. It gives me very much of like Arabian Nights vibe. It's very exotic. Please let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this video, and if you are not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do. I am trying to upload videos as frequent as I can, and you should join the little familia that we have going on here. Thank you guys as always for coming back to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!